Channel for more dog videos. Before starting the video, like the video and write your thoughts about dogs in the comments. Jimmy was born in the heart of an endless white expanse of Siberia, in a land where cold and loneliness reigned supreme. From his earliest days, he felt the harsh realities of life amid biting winds and furious snowstorms. While his siblings played with unbridled joy, he grew up burdened by an inescapable solitude. In his desperate search for his mother's warm embrace and his father's protective strength, he encountered the merciless face of Siberia for the first time. Nature offered Jimmy both breathtaking beauty and relentless trials. Under the chilly glow of early spring, as Jimmy dashed across the vast steppe, a deep melancholy clung to him. Amid the swirling dance of snowflakes in the frigid air, every step reminded him of life's fragile nature. The mysterious murmurs emanating from the forest's depths warned of unseen dangers. The endless yearning in his eyes propelled him onward, even as it recalled the painful scars of his past. The severe conditions of the wild had etched deep wounds in Jimmy's heart. Each scar stood as a testament to his indomitable fighting spirit and fierce will to survive. During Siberia's bitter winter days, Jimmy's greatest challenge was his struggle against hunger and the relentless cold. In the dark of night, under the pallid light of a waning moon, Jimmy roamed alone with his threadbare coat, while the surrounding silence threatened to tear his heart asunder. As starvation weakened his body, despair echoed like lost hopes buried deep within his soul. In the relentless flow of time, much like a fragile flower slowly wilting under the harsh sun, he found himself questioning the very meaning of existence. One fateful night, amid the snow-blanketed tundra, Jimmy encountered a predatory fox. In the fox's eyes shimmered the ruthless instinct to survive and the harsh reality of unyielding hunger. In a brief yet deadly clash, the love and loyalty in Jimmy's heart collided with the brutal truth of the wild. The fox launched a merciless attack that drained Jimmy's life force little by little. Yet, summoning every last bit of strength, Jimmy mustered a final act of defiance. It was not merely a struggle for survival, but a silent, desperate cry for love and belonging. Injured and exhausted, as he was dragged through the deep snow, Jimmy clung to a single warm memory: his mother's tender, compassionate eyes, his father's strong, reassuring embrace, and the precious moments spent with those he loved. These memories, defiant against the overwhelming cold, burned like an unquenchable flame within his heart. However, with every labored step, the unyielding brutality of nature wore him down further, burdening both his fragile body and weary spirit. Siberia's harsh wilderness withered the delicate bloom of hope inside him, with every passing moment heralding the approach of an eternal farewell. As days merged indistinguishably into nights, Jimmy's lonely journey gradually reached its bitter end. The persistent pain that had seeped into his very being finally claimed him. On a bleak morning, accompanied by the mournful tunes of a cold, unremitting wind, Jimmy exhaled his final breath. His story, filled with love and courage, dissolved into the vast emptiness of Siberia. His tale was not merely that of a dog's struggle to survive, but the tragic saga of a soul that defied nature and fate. Jimmy's sorrowful farewell echoed in the silent cries of the frozen land. Every snowflake became a memento of his shattered hopes, and every gust of wind a melancholy melody of fading love. This heart-rending narrative, recounting the brutal face of life, the fragility of hope, and the unyielding power of nature, left an indelible mark upon the frozen soil of Siberia. With the love and determination he carried in his heart, Jimmy completed his final journey among the scattered stars, leaving behind a legend that awaits remembrance and a memory that will forever stir the hearts of those who recall his tragic yet courageous battle with fate. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more dog videos. Before starting the video, like the video and write your thoughts about dogs in the comments.
That day the weather was freezing. The sky was gray and the ground was slick with ice. I was driving home when I spotted something curled up on the side of the road. At first I thought it was trash, but as I got closer I realized it was a tiny puppy. It was trembling. Its fur was matted and dirty and its eyes were full of tears. I pulled over and slowly approached it. It didn't run. It just lay there as if it had given up. I wrapped it in an old blanket I kept in the trunk and gently placed it in the passenger seat. As the car warmed up, so did the puppy. It peeked out of the blanket and looked into my eyes. Something clicked in that moment. I couldn't leave it behind. When we arrived home, the other dogs in my yard started barking excitedly. I had 3 older dogs, Max, Bella, and Rocco. They circled around the new puppy curiously. The little one was scared and tried to hide. Its tiny body shook again. I picked it up and carried it to the doghouse in the corner of the yard. That night, it slept quietly, cautiously, while Max stayed nearby like a guardian. The next morning, the sun showed a bit of mercy. The puppy seemed calmer. It sniffed Max and gently touched noses. My heart warmed. Bella wagged her tail and Rocco slowly approached. That day, they all ran together for the first time, through the grass, chasing one another in a joyful blur. The little pup was starting to feel like part of the family. That evening, my daughter Christine came home from school. Her eyes lit up when she saw the new puppy. "Dad, who's this?" she asked, wide-eyed. "She doesn't have a name yet," I replied with a smile. Christine knelt down and slowly approached. The puppy tensed for a moment, but Christine's gentle voice and soft hands calmed it. "Hi, little one. Can we call you Panda? You look like a tiny round panda," she said. The puppy tilted its head and offered a paw. Christine squealed with joy. From that moment, they were inseparable. Days passed and their bond grew stronger. They played in the yard for hours. Christine brought her toys outside, and in the evenings she and Panda curled up under a blanket on the couch. Panda even started sleeping in Christine's room. Every morning she sent her off to school, and every afternoon, Panda waited at the door for her return. But one day something happened. Christine found her favorite stuffed bear torn apart on her bed. Tears welled up in her eyes as she stormed into the kitchen. "Panda did it, Dad. That was my favorite bear." "Honey, she's still a baby. She didn't mean it," I said gently. "I don't care. I'm not talking to her again." Panda was unusually quiet that day. She sat outside Christine's door but wasn't allowed in. The next day she tried to play, rolled over, and even pawed at Christine's leg. But Christine ignored her. 2 days passed like that. On the 3rd morning something changed. In front of Christine's bed, Panda had gathered the pieces of the stuffed bear. She had tried to put them together, clumsily but clearly with intent. Beside them was one of Christine's old socks, like a peace offering. Christine stood in silence, then burst into tears. She ran over, scooped Panda up, and hugged her tightly. "I forgive you, Panda. I love you so much." That afternoon they ran out into the yard again. Max, Bella, and Rocco joined them. The sun shone down as they played in the grass, laughter and barks echoing through the air. I watched from the porch, my heart full. Maybe I had rescued Panda from the cold, but she had warmed something in all of us.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more dog videos. Before starting the video,